Hello, hello, welcome back to Philosoweebs. 40 years of weeb here.
And I'm T-Cone.
T-Cone, how the fuck are you?
I am great, sir.
Hell yeah, way to blow out that mic.
Oh, sorry. I am great. Is that still bad?
Pretty good, pretty good. So, for the listener, T-Cone here, just got back from being away for over a week in good old Germany.
Hell yeah.
And this week, we're gonna do away with, any kind of pretense of philosophy. And really, he's just gonna tell him about his vacay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it, right? There's really no point in me saying what excited me this week, because anybody who knows me knows it's fucking Don to Don.
Don to Don, hell yeah.
Right? I mean, every Thursday is Don to Day, and it's now my favorite day of the week.
That's awesome.
Don and it's the best. Yeah, it's Don to Day. That's what I thought. The day that I woke up.
You trademark that, man. You trademark that.
I don't think I could. Jonah Jump would be like shaking their finger at me, going, "Nice try, buddy." Yeah. So yeah, man, Don to Don.
Hell yeah.
It's the shit.
Sparking Zero for me. Dragon Ball game. Also, I was in Germany. That was pretty cool.
Did you actually get to play any of the game yet?
Yeah, because I had
you played yesterday off.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Played it like all day. So.
Is it a fighting game or is it like
It's 3D arena fighting game.
Okay.
So.
Online?
Yes. I haven't played online yet. I've been playing the story. But,
okay.
But yeah, online is where, most of where it's at.
Get my ass kicked online?
Yes. That game, if you play that, that's going to be something, man, because that is a hard game.
Is it really?
It is a hard game.
Like complex combos type stuff?
Yes, like...
I'm going to be awful.
So, like... Yeah, like there's certain buttons you have to do for certain attacks. Like it's very complex.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I've got that like stoner short-term memory issue, so it's hard for me to like I remember I was like Ghost of Tsushima. There was way too many attacks that I just didn't use a lot of them because I didn't remember I had them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
me too. I ended up beating the game and completely forgetting about half the stuff I could do. But
really,
story, I love that. The game was a great story.
Talking about Ghosts?
Yeah.
It was the story was great.
Yeah.
I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
I got bored.
Yeah, which fair enough. I got bored right around the same time we were talking about you being bored. Mm-hmm. Then I came back and I was on the last mission anyway. I didn't even realize. And
so
I
fuck
beat
it at that point.
Yeah, I beat it and I was like, hell yeah. That was good. That was some good shit.
Yeah, I might go on YouTube and just like watch the cinematics one day.
Yeah, pretty good. Dope, yeah.
I mean, really, like with my interests and stuff, there's really very few games that are made for me like that one is.
Yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah.
I gotta play Stellar Blade still. That's like
the
game I want to play.
Oh my god, and I don't know if that's ever even gonna come out for PC. So if you play it, I'm gonna have to play it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it for sure.
Hell yeah.
For sure. It just looks so good. The demo was great. So.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. Did you get to try out your new headset yet, or what?
It didn't come yet.
It didn't come.
In like 3 days.
Okay.
But
I'll try. I remember you saying it wasn't released until after you came back.
Yep.
That's sweet.
I'm looking. There's so much I'm looking forward to. There's so much. I got Sparking Zero to play a shit ton of. Still playing Warhammer. Headsets coming in. I got a Batman game with that to play.
Which then Arkham VR?
They like made it's like for like the Quest 3. Like, that's what it was.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'd like to be Batman.
Hell yeah, man. Oh, don't worry, you will be.
Yeah. I'd like to be Batman. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then we might Philosoweebs might start doing some game streaming type playing around too. So
hell yeah.
Should be fun.
Check us out for that. We'll let you know when we got that up and running.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Fucking hey, tell me about this trip. Because I've only ever been to Montreal. It's the most out of the country I've been. So
I arrived in Munich, and shortly after took a train to Stuttgart. Stuttgart is it's kind of like a college town. it's not like a city. Like, I mean, like, it's like a city, but it doesn't feel like a city, Like, it's not, there's not too many people walking around. There's not too much traffic or anything. It's kind of small. It's dense, Like, it's got the alleyways. It's got the streets. It's got buses, taxis. But it doesn't, there's nothing towering over you. It's kind of like, all the infrastructure there it's like, I'm pretty sure a lot of it was built right after World War II.
Sure.
Because they bombed the shit out of it and had to rebuild. So a lot of it is like, it's really like old school looking architecture. And obviously, since it's older, like, it's not going too high. So it's just, it was like quaint, I guess is the best word.
Okay.
So that was nice. Went to the Porsche Museum my first or second day there. Loved it. Took so many pictures,
I remember you were
videos.
excited for that.
It was really cool. I loved seeing all the Porsches.
Do they have like all the Porsches from every year, or like, how did it work?
So
like special
I
ones?
mean, it wasn't huge. I mean, as museums are, like, you can't fit everything, especially for cars.
Sure.
So I think they had like one of every model, and then like they'd have like some special ones to be like, oh, this was the first ever Formula One, whatever, or this was the Formula One that won the first time or whatever.
That's cool.
And then there was, different, I remember there was one that was like the prototype for the Spider. Just all sorts of different ones.
Wait, when did Porsche start? Like, when did the first Porsche come out?
That I honestly don't know. I never.
Motherfucker, you were
up.
just at the museum.
I know. I think. Yeah, you know me. I wasn't reading anything. I was just looking. I was just eye candying it up.
I'd leave with like a dissertation in my head.
But it's funny. That's funny though, because the first car is the first Porsche. Obviously, like, you go up the escalator and it's right there, and it's this goofy looking like truck thing. I don't even think I took a picture of it.
Oh, really? You were like, that's ugly.
I was like, that's ugly. I don't want to look at that. I want to see all the pretty cars. I'm gonna say like
the first Porsche was the 1948 Porsche 356-1.
Okay.
The first road legal car built by the Porsche company. At least that's what the Google AI overview. Well, hang on, I'll get an image. Did it look like that?
No. I was looking at something like, it was literally like a carriage, bro. Like, it was stupid.
Well, so it wasn't road legal then, because this.
That's probably the first road legal. Yeah, because a lot of them were. I think.
Is that what it looked like right there?
Nah. I mean, probably. It was something to that degree. I should have took a picture of it. I'm so tight. But my mom probably has one. But yeah, something along those lines. Yeah, ugly motherfucker. And then
certainly not zipping around like we know Porsches to be nowadays.
Yeah. And they had all sorts of. They had like the badges in a case. They had a lot of the ones like the first one you showed me. A lot of those.
Okay.
They showed you a lot of the race cars was more what they were going for.
Makes sense. I mean, that's what people want.
Yes,
nowadays.
That's absolutely what I wanted. So,
yeah.
So, yeah, and I think it went up by like just every like generation, like skipping a year.
When there was a change, yeah.
When there was a change, and they had the Formula One types, they had the GT types, they had the. They showed you the Carreras, the Cayennes. They showed you all the 911s, the 992s. And, there was just a bunch of different models. There were some that were in specific races and whatever.
Like history-making cars.
Yeah, but overall, it was just very beautiful. I was just so happy to be there. They had simulators. They also had a giant Lego.
I always wanted to go in a driving simulator.
The simulators are so cool. I did terrible on that one.
Did you?
I did. I was like crashing. I was so upset too because I was like, "Oh hell yeah, man! I'm gonna show these guys what's up. I know how to drive." I was fucking flying. I was crashing, but I will say, the simulators are. I feel like the only time a simulator is gonna feel good is when you like ball out on one and get one that has like the chair where you sit in it and it like gives you the actual like shake and feel.
Like, yeah, there's rigs you can get where they literally like you can feel the torque on the wheel.
Yes,
it like gives you resistance and shit.
Yes,
that's awesome.
It is awesome.
It's fucking expensive though.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the one I was doing, it had the torque on the wheel, but it was just a regular chair.
Sure.
So, like, I didn't know that I was going 100 miles per hour. Like, because, you know, it's hard to tell when you're not in a real car.
Sure, you're not feeling it.
So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll just, like, brake real quick and hit this turn.
Uh-huh.
I was like flying. The wheel I was fighting the wheel. It was hilarious. And I put it in automatic, too, which I wish I did manual. But I ended up going to also BMW World.
Oh.
Which is it was a little smaller, and it's actually not a museum. It's just like a showroom. So, like, you can buy cars there and stuff like that. But they had, you know, cars to look at. They had ones you could hop in. They also had a simulator. That time I put it in manual, and I did a lot better.
Okay.
I was also in I don't even know what model it was but I picked the fucking fastest one for the Porsche. So, of course, I was flying into walls and shit.
Yeah, you were trying to hot rod.
But I did a little better the second time around. But both of them were really, really beautiful stuff. Really cool. Really excited. Happy with what
were you
I
saying
got.
about Lego?
They had a giant Lego. I think it's a 794 is the model. I can't remember.
Gee, like a full size?
I gotta find the picture, but yeah, no, it was the size of like an actual. I mean, it wasn't literal Lego, but like it looked like Lego. Here, I'll show it.
It's alright. Oh, that's cool.
It is. It's really cool.
It looks like a tank almost.
It's like it was really goofy, but it was cool. Yeah. And they just had a lot of different stuff you could like.
That looks like the Technic sets and stuff.
Yeah.
Or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. Yeah, that stuff was really cool. So after the museums, what did I do after that? I mean, it was a lot of just sightseeing. Castles. Yep. I saw, that was one of the days we went and saw the castles. They were beautiful.
Did you get to go in them and stuff?
I didn't go in them. You can go in them. I didn't really care. I was just happy to look at them.
Fair enough.
Like there were some really nice views. Like, I bet you it's really interesting to go in, but I also don't know how much of it they let you see.
Oh, I'm sure not all of it. Yeah.
So, I would love to just free roam in there if that was a possibility. But I'm sure it's like, oh, come walk with me. Like, nah, just let me run around the castle, man.
Word.
But yeah, the castles were really beautiful vistas. And I feel like we got like the best day when we went and saw it. Like, it was beautiful out.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that sky. That cat looks so awesome.
It was so nice.
Talk about vistas, man.
Yeah. Yep, some more. I mean, just so after Stuttgart, went back to Munich. And we stayed around Marienplatz, which is like I guess like Times Square of Munich, but again, like it's not very like city-ish. It's just kind of like, but just whatever. Chill. It's by it's a famous building. I can't remember what the fuck it's called, but it's got like the dancing time fucking marionette shit up in there.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know, but we were there. There's cafes everywhere. There's stores. That was one thing I really liked about Germany. And I don't know if I'm just not, like, if it's just because we live up here or what, but when I was there, like, there was cafes everywhere. Like, you go down the street, you get the fresh bread, they have the pretzels, the cinnamon rolls, the bagels, whatever.
Well, I think that in general is a more European idea.
Like, it was really nice.
We have Starbucks.
Yeah.
Like, I think we tried to have cafes, but because America's so, like, corporatized.
Yeah.
Starbucks just like crushed them,
I guess.
You know what I mean? So now we just have like one cafe in every town that manages to stay in business.
I guess, yeah. But it was really refreshing to like walk down the street and like you have a cafe here, you have one there. Oh, I kind of like this one better. I want to go there again.
People here are friendly.
Yeah.
And it's like their family too, right?
Yeah. Like I mean, I don't think it was
not
completely
all of it,
it didn't feel too like family owned, but it was like it's a cafe, like it's a small business. But yeah, it was really nice. I had a shit ton of hot chocolate.
Yeah,
their hot chocolate is amazing.
Is it?
Their milk, so they pasteurize their milk differently too. Like they have different laws on it, which I think technically it's less pasteurized. It's more straight from the cow, so it's like it's just nice. It was some nice milk, nice froth, and then obviously chocolate in there, and it tasted great.
It's never really something I gave much thought to. Is like different milk processes.
Yeah, it's really not. One time, I don't know if I messed up, but I got one. I ordered a hot chocolate, and I just got milk. Like, I just got steamed milk. But it was still good. just milk.
Did you take a nap afterwards?
It's like, I was like a little cat, man.
Hell yeah, lapping that shit up.
But yeah, it was like, I mean, I remember you telling me like you're gonna have like a culture shock, and honestly, like I did and I didn't, because
I don't remember saying there was a culture shock. I said it was gonna be different.
I thought you said that. I don't know, or maybe someone else did, but
because I don't know much about their culture at all. You know, we were in Germany.
I think it was just the fact that it's not here. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot different, but it's also a lot the same. Like I felt.
How were people overall? Were they like friendly?
I mean, I think it's just like anywhere. Like you have some mean people, you have some nice people.
Well, I mean, I noticed like here in the States, it's like, you know, they like certain areas are nicer than others. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the most I can say to that, I mean, it's tough because I wasn't doing a lot of talking. It was mainly like my mom and my aunt talking to everyone. And you know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the only time I experienced someone being mean was just a lady working in that cafe, and she's like 9 to like one of the girls because I was gonna pay, and they were also in that interaction. I don't know, like it just seemed like you have some nice people, life. You have some mean people, and maybe they're not even mean. They're just they're having a bad day or whatever.
You didn't like spend any nights flying solo?
Oh yeah, I walked around by myself, but I mean, but that's what I mean though. I wasn't really talking to anyone. I was just kind of like
checking shit out.
Like I went. I got sushi one night, which the sushi was, I would say, slightly better. I feel like the closer you get to Japan, the better it is. So I would say it wasn't like, I wasn't sitting there like, like I feel like I'll have that moment when I go to Japan, but it was slightly better than here. But you know, I just walked in, she was speaking to me in German, and I was just like, and I like pointed at the menu, like, and she was nice, and it was whatever.
Right.
But, you know, I didn't really have any real conversations or experience enough to where I could say, like, oh, they're more mean over there, you know?
Right.
I would say, also, again, like you said, like, it depends where you are. I think where I was more of a tourist spot.
They're used to people
coming in. So they're used to it. I'd say, like, every other person was able to speak English. Again, half the time I didn't ask because, you know, someone else was talking to them or whatever.
Did your mom and aunt speak German?
My aunt speaks pretty good German. My mom is like very beginner level, but enough to be like, oh, like I want one hot chocolate, please, and one of these croissants, and where is this, and you know, so, but I mean, it was nice. Like it felt like it was a good trip. It was nice. I enjoyed my time. It felt safe too, you know, like I wasn't like, I mean, I'm always on guard, but like I didn't feel like, you know, shit was gonna pop off.
Right, there wasn't like a bunch of dudes watching you and shit.
I didn't feel like I was gonna you know, like get robbed or was unsafe walking past someone. Yeah, and I recently saw something too that was talking about the German stare, which is like they say like people in Germany like stare, and they're not judging you or anything like that, but they just stare for some reason, like they have like, I don't know.
They just start zoning out. I think it's just staring like, at you.
Like I don't even know if it's. I think it's just like they look like they're staring because how we look around is different. I don't know. I don't know.
One of those little cultural things, I guess. Yeah.
I think so. I think it's just kind of like. Like
if someone stares at me too long, I definitely take it as a challenge.
Well, that's what I mean. I think over there it's less like that, and that's why it's a thing. Like you can just stare at someone, and it's not like you're like, "What's up?" You know?
Right.
So
interesting.
I didn't recall that or experience that, but just something I heard.
But
But
that's interesting.
Yeah. Trying trying to think of anything else that was interesting over there.
I don't know much about Germany, like other than like castles, of course. And I know you don't really drink beer, so you didn't really.
I did try the beer.
Did you try it? How was it?
It tastes like beer. It tastes like shit to me.
That's what I mean. That's why I'm not asking you.
It's hard because, like, you know, I was like, oh, I'll try a beer. Like, maybe the German beer is better, but like, to me, I'm just not a beer person because that shit just tastes like ass to me. You know.
That's
like,
fair.
I
mean,
don't get it.
You like what you like.
Yeah.
You know. I like beer, so like I would like to try some German beer.
Yeah.
You know?
I really don't understand it. It just tastes like.
That's fair. I don't like all beer. Like I don't like IPA stuff. Super hoppy beer I don't think tastes good.
I don't know, man. It just all tastes like bubbly piss water to me. I don't have any other way to understand
This
it.
episode brought to you by bubbly piss water.
I went to Volksfest, which is like Oktoberfest.
Okay.
It was smaller because it was in Stuttgart.
You saw some Lederhosen?
Saw some Lederhosen. Saw
Nice.
a lot of dresses. A lot of, you know, like...
Some pretty Fraulines?
Some pretty Fraulines, definitely. They had, like, the music going.
Polka?
I don't know.
Was it a lot of, like...
It wasn't like it's not that. It was, you know... the best way I could describe it... I mean, they played, like, YMCA at one point. You know? Like, they were playing American music a lot of the time.
Sure.
But they were also playing German music. But, like...
No, I've heard German music that's not polka. I know
like,
what you mean,
but that's the thing, though. Like,
it's like German folk music.
Yeah. That's what was weird to me.
It's good.
I mean,
it's good. It's good stuff. You don't
so
like it?
I don't like it, but there are trauma reasons to why I don't like.
You got beat up by an accordion
that.
one time.
Yeah, that's it.
That's fair. That's fair, man. Those accordions will fucking get you.
Yeah, they get
Dude,
you.
I had my grandfather had a brother. He's been dead a long time, but I remember when I was a kid. Every now and then, if he was drunk enough, he'd pull out his accordion, and the house would be just jamming with my uncle's accordion. Yep. That was something.
Yeah, I lived with someone like that, except they weren't drunk. They just decided to play music loud.
Oh, wait, I think you told me about this about another type of music too, right? Is the same guy? Or is it an accordion we were talking about?
No, not accordion.
Because you told me some story about something with music and someone you lived with.
Just someone I lived with that loved music and loved to spread his music love to everyone in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's fine when they want you to do that.
Yeah,
but, you know, not when they don't want you to.
Yeah, so my music taste is very much. I like everything except that because I fucking lived with that forever and I hated it. So that's what that music, the German music was reminiscent of that. So I was not enjoying it, sadly.
Fair enough.
But it was still funny to like, and fun to sit down and watch everyone dance and enjoy it. And, you know, there were some fun times where like, I don't even know if it was a song, but he was just like, what did he say? I think, Die Krügen! I think it was something like that. And they'd be like,
Krügen?
I think so. I can't remember exactly, but he'd be like, Die Krügen! And they go, oh! And, you know, raise your glass.
It's
and
then
they'd be like,
forth.
Die Krügen! Oh! You know, and they do shit like that.
Well,
and
there's
just to hype everyone up.
Well, there's definitely, I know like some of it, I know that in some European places there is a lot of like call and response, like bar chant songs that they would do together.
Yes.
Like that's what sounds to me culturally awesome.
Yes.
Americans are so like up our own asses.
Yeah.
We're just not like together anymore.
Yeah.
Like I want stuff like that. That sounds fun.
Yeah,
know?
It does sound fun, but I don't know. It would be cool if, because in a way, I like the camaraderie. I like the community. But I also really respect the idea of like, you know, sticking to everyone having their own niche. Like I do like the separation to an extent because, you know, I think if I don't know, I think it would be
well, sure, the individual is important, but I feel like there's not enough connection.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I don't know. I think if I was at a Cardi concert and he was saying Die Krügen, I'd probably be having the time of my life. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. We still, I mean, every culture has call and response. We still have call and response stuff. I mean, fucking hey, I'm a Deep Purple fan. Yeah. They used to do it with voice and guitar. You know what I mean? The guitar player, Richie Blackmore, would just, you know, shred out a weird lick. Yep. And Ian Gill and the vocals would be like, go like back and forth with and stuff. And it's cheesy, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Everyone's just into it and having fun. So it's not a fun.
We'll have to do something like that.
I like the interaction. I want to go see Hanabi again.
Absolutely.
That's what I want to go do.
Absolutely.
My uncle is finally into Atarashi Gakko.
Okay.
I kept trying to get him watching it, listening to it. I mean, and he was like, he literally would say to me, "You like this?" And now he won't shut up about it. I'm getting all these texts like, "Oh, I'm into these guys now." I'm like,
funny.
"Motherfucker, I tried to get into them like last year," and he's obsessed with them. I'm like, "Hey.
That's funny.
Yeah. I had 2 opportunities to go see him, and I didn't go. I'm a little mad. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do
next year?
Next year.
Yeah, man. Fucking A. What else you got? Anything else?
No, I mean, a lot of it was just
chilling.
the experience, chilling.
Eating a lot of food, right?
Eating
That's
a lot of
usually what happens on
food.
these
That's
trips.
usually, yep. So it was kind of fun too to experience like picking up slang, I guess. Not slang, but
colloquialisms.
Like, what do you think? How do you say thank you in German? You know.
I do. Why am I forgetting it?
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön, yeah.
Dankeschön.
I would just say danke, probably.
Yeah, so like danke. There are people. So I never knew until I heard it. Chun.
Chun.
They just say chun.
And that means the same.
Just thanks, because it's Dankeschön. Dankeschön, whatever. So.
And were they just saying bitte?
Bitte, bitteschön, stuff like that. Like it's just funny to like pick that stuff up. Because like I never would have thought to say chun until I heard it. And then what do you think I was doing the rest of vacation? I was saying chun. So it's funny. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool how you can like as humans, as community, like you can kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like morph into I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Assimilate?
Like assimilate. There you go. Like into that, like in a weird way. Like you can have a conversation with someone without knowing their language.
Sure, but also someone like you in doing this, like you're respecting them.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You're respecting their culture and their way of doing things. Which is important. A lot of people don't.
I love that.
Want to do that.
Yeah. That's always interesting.
They just go to places and it's like they expect it to be how they're used to it being.
Yeah.
When it's unfortunately, that's fine when you're in your own zone, but when you're somewhere else, you got to do what they do. When in Rome, do as the Romans do.